Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This ball complete to Rager. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Open man right side is Ingram. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and through. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Sanders with a first down carry, but he's going to be stopped up behind the line. A loss of a couple there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 12. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ellis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Play action. It's Wilson. Open man right side is Toney. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to Toney. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
7-7, our score after 1. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Eagles 14, Giants 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On first down, Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Running again with Barkley on second down. Barkley a first down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They go play action now. Wilson completes this out left to Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. That swung out wide to Sanders. Gets past one man. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6. He finds his man complete. That's Ellis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Back to throw now on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And it's no good. Elliott pulled it, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
From the 41, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. That'll be caught. It's Tony. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. 7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards remain for second down. Again, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now Wilson. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds. It's in the red zone just inside the 20.
A gain of 4.
From the 17, Wilson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this one is right through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now Wilson. And they go back to Tony. It's complete this time. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 97 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
2nd and 6 at the 4-yard line.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. Well, with them trailing here in the 2nd half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Rager now trying to run, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ellis. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ellis. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, open man right side is Ingram. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win as he's under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
2nd and 4. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to use his legs here. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Second and 13. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Boy, the run on first down a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll fire deep for Rager. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point. But, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Eagles have recovered.
Well, Parker, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. Now Sanders. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. That catch good for only a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Wilson wants to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Here's Wilson. And he will find his man Ruggs. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.